So yeah, the NBA's got a real bad problem. They've got a really, really, really bad problem when it comes to gambling. It isn't good. It isn't good. Like Damon Jones provided insider information to bettors. He's going to jail. Terry Rozier's attorney says Terry is a gambler and looks forward to winning this fight, or he's not a gambler and looks forward to winning this fight. Is he really that bad at basketball? Spencer Dinwiddie's gone to wow, he's out of the league. The NBA had no idea the FBI was planning to arrest Terry Rozier, and the league conducted its own investigations and cleared him. So the league cleared him, and the FBI were like, nah. And Chauncey Billups has been charged with an illegal poker operation tied to the mafia. Not good. Not good. And he's the current head coach of the Portland Trailblazers. Like, this is not good. This is not good at all. Not good at all for the league. Like, they have come out, and this is the worst. Whatever about the illegal poker operations, like that's illegal. But it's nothing to do with bringing the league into disrepute. He's going to jail. He'll be banned for life. I don't know about Terry Rozier, but if he did this, he's banned for life. When you have the FBI accusing four teams of being involved in illegal betting, that's more than 10% of the league. Like, this isn't good. Y'all made sports betting legal. Fined the Lakers $1 billion, make them to give up Luka. The Lakers as well. Wow. I actually don't even know what's going to happen here. I don't even know what's going to happen. Is it rogue players? Is it teams? Is it rogue coaches? But this is, and by the way, there's a reason why Malik Beasley's not in the NBA right now. The reason why Malik Beasley's not in the NBA is they're still investigating him for the gambling. They're still investigating him for gambling. Punish the Lakers. The NBA is turning about to the NBA is really turning into FBI hardwood division. Memphis beating the allegations. Who needs insider information to bet on all of Bronny's bet under on all of Bronny's props? I mean, the man gets DMPs. It's hard to bet unders on DMPs, to be honest. But it's now at the stage where LaMelo obviously is never more up than his neck for everybody FBI. He's found not only G League players, but guys who were selling games on purpose. I'm not gonna lie. With the shots that LaMelo Ball takes, he very well could be one of those people throwing games. But this is a really bad look. This is a really, really, really bad look. If it's 8 and we're going to have 81 games of Jackson Hayes starting against center, it could be. Like, everyone's now trying to find out who the players are. Basically, players that were good and just randomly stunk it up for a game. It's really hard to see, but it's looking really, really bad for the league. It's a horrible look for the league. The Chauncey Billups thing is whatever. Like, that's not... Like, as much as we want to say it's a bad look for the league, players getting taught or coaches being involved in high-stakes poker games with the mafia, yeah, it is what it is. Get arrested on your own time. That's fine. You do illegal things that have nothing to do with basketball. Like, that's... I don't really care. I don't really, really care if... I know it's a crazy thing to say. It's like, I don't really care if people in the league are tied to the mafia. I don't think that's that bad look to the league, because let's be real, half of sports is tied to the damn mafia. Like, I'm Irish, and the amount of high level sports people that are tied to like something like the almost equivalent of like the mafia in Ireland, like is kind of crazy. But it is what it is. But it has nothing really to do, as long as they're playing the games and they're not out there trying to throw games. It is what it is. It doesn't bring the league necessarily. It doesn't bring the whole league into disrepute. But like, I say nothing could ever take down the NBA. I think the only thing that could take down the NBA is stuff like this. If this investigation shows that for years, or there's a rigged title, or as like they're trying to find some stuff out in these four teams. But if during the investigation they find out the league is involved in some of this, then that could be really bad. But I would hope that that's not the case, and I assume it's not going to be the case. That's all I'm going to say, is I would assume it's not going to be the case. But yeah, it is. Look, it is what it is. It is what it is. We're looking at this. We're looking at this game right. We're looking at the sport right here in Like, this is one of the lower times in NBA history. Like, it is genuinely, that's all I can say, is it is absolutely one of the lower times in NBA history. And the more we hear about this, the worse it's going to be. This is only the start. Like, this is going to get worse. This is going to get worse before it gets better. And I hope, I'm just going to say this, I hope all my favorite players, are okay in this. I hope all my favorite players aren't involved in this situation right here. But look, they might be. They could well be. They could well be, which is a bit of a shit one. You just never know. You never know what's going to happen. I think the league, depending on how involved whether or not the league were involved in this, will decide whether or not this is actually a big thing. But there's now, I'm not going to say proof, but there's now some like credibility in the to the argument that the league's rigged. There's actually credibility, and you just hope that nothing from this goes to the league level and it's just individual people going rogue, because you're never, in every sport, you're never going to be able to stop individual people going rogue to make some money. But what you will be able to stop is, once they get caught, ban them for life. Like Damon Jones is, if he's like guilty, he's done for life. Terry Rozier is done for life. He's found guilty. But one thing I will say is that the NBA doing their own investigation and that showing up nothing, and the FBI doing their own investigation and them finding something, is a real bad look for the league. It's a real bad look, because you can't really take their their in-house investigation seriously anymore if they've found it. But they did seem to find something on Jonte Porter. So yeah, for me, it's a really weird one. This is a really, really weird one right now. I think it's a rough time for the NBA. I think it will be a while before the NBA fully recovers from this. And yeah, who's to say that the reputation of the NBA does ever recover, and who's to say there's not going to be more, because I think this is probably just going to be a start. Again, I don't really care about the Chauncey Billups thing. Thankfully, he wasn't match fixing. It was just involved in like a poker scheme with the mafia. And I can't believe I'm saying, oh, this was all it was, because this would be main news. But at least that doesn't bring the actual on-the-court product into disrepute. He's just, look, he made his choices. He's going to suffer whatever consequences he suffers, but it's not going to affect the league. Whereas a Damon Jones one will. Will to an extent. Like, it's giving insider information to bettors is very different than throwing games. But Terry Rozier has been accused of essentially throwing a game by checking himself out of a game. So he hit all his unders. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. I'll see you guys.